Hello, what is up? So I thought I'd make a quick video about Nvidia and Rebar because this is a good channel actually, Blackbird PC Tech. And I watched this video the other night and I did actually watch a few videos from Frog X1 Gaming. I watch his channel quite a bit, and to be fair he pointed this out as well about turning off Rebar in BIOS, and it actually dramatically improves the performance in Assassins Creed Shadows. And because what happened actually, first of all, I'll tell you this, because I did do a video the other day showing how to uninstall the update that kills FPS in Assassin's Creed Shadows. So I did a video on that, but the issue was because I actually updated to Windows 25 H2. Once you do it, it's very hard to get rid of all these stupid security updates. So every time I uninstalled these stupid updates, they just kept coming back, prompting me to install them again. So it kind of pissed me off. But I mean, I'm glad I got the video out there because I'm showing people. But ideally, I wouldn't have updated to Windows 25 H2 at all. But now I've just accepted that, well, if I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'll just turn off Rebar in BIOS. And I mean, the good thing is I've actually learnt something, because I always thought Rebar on Nvidia was the alternative to AMD's SAM, like the Smart Access Memory, because on AMD, when you basically you can't enable that yourself. Like, you turn Rebar on in BIOS and then AMD activate it on certain games, and I mean, majority of the time, Fabio's talked about this as well, Ancient Gameplays, it increases the performance. So on AMD it works most of the time, but of course with Nvidia there's always like an issue with something they're doing with their tech. So it looks like Rebar, you should just turn it off in BIOS. It looks like you're getting a degradation in performance. I mean, since I've turned it off, I'm looking at the FPS in Shadows, and the FPS is far better. I'll show you some screenshots. So I've never had 99 FPS or even 100 FPS in Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's the highest I've ever seen it, and that is just going into BIOS, and it's just turning off Rebar, saving an exit, and then it's maintaining a higher FPS on the 4090. So I'm not getting as many drops either. So it just seems to be running better, and it looks like Rebar is gimping my performance in some games from what I've seen. So that's very interesting. So I mean, I'll admit I've never looked into it closely. I've just looked at it and thought, well, Rebar is the same as Smart Access Memory, so you should have it on. And I'm fully aware that if you go to Nvidia Profile Inspector, I'm fully aware that I always knew that some games it's just disabled, but the thing is, I was disabling it in here. So Assassin's Creed Shadows, I did disable it, and I was still getting, I couldn't even get 60 FPS again because of this Windows update. But it turns out that you actually have to go into BIOS for Assassin's Creed to actually fix itself. So even if you got disabled here, it just won't work. So I've actually had to go into BIOS. So I don't know. I mean, I've learned something new. I always thought you should have it on, then you can just disable it in Nvidia Profile Inspector. But it looks like Nvidia do not care about this Rebar anymore. I mean, the enthusiasts that live and breathe, drink, sleep Nvidia, they seem to know about it, but I think they should actually tell people, because it's a bit confusing. So yeah, so I just thought I'd make a quick video on that, because it feels like I've tried a few games out, and it feels like I'm getting a boost in FPS. So as he says here, Nvidia actually reached out to him. So it's a good channel. This guy, he does a good job. I've followed him for a few years now, and it turns out you just get a worse performance So it looks like majority of the time you might as well just have it off in BIOS, possibly. I'm not going to stand by that, but it looks like it from what I've seen anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't claim to know everything about Nvidia. I know more about AMD than Nvidia. But yeah, it was very interesting. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.